And we have transcoding. Goody good. Hi all. And welcome to the stream. Daylight 97. Woot. Game on. Nice. Yes, we're here. Yes, we are. Little enforcer. Yes, indeed. It's all happening now. Right. I was doing some dailies. Yes, I was, but I'm paused from doing that just whilst we do a little bit of social metering. Okay, that's one down. Umpteen to go. It'll all be good. What's this? And let's get some of this. Did everyone have a good weekend? Pretty good, yeah, me personally. Had rather a good weekend. I don't know who else is in chat yet. Had to restart the stream to get transcoding, but thankfully only had to do it once. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Right, okay, that's that done. Quick bit of tidying up. By which I mean going back and getting rid of the whatever 30 seconds of stream whereby the transcoding wasn't working and no one was doing or saying anything. Right, okay. So we made a start yesterday on a few things. Soto Mohoney. Hello from Omni 3. Hello. It's Soto Mohoney, the Omni Spy. Be quiet about the guineas. Dark PSI Mystic. Dark PSI. Well, like kind of pressure or something. Anyway, thank you for the follow. Right, okay, so I've got a couple of dailies. One is eavesdropping. Let's go and get this. Where's this at? That looks like Lush Fields. It is. It's Lush Hills. Okay. I know that one. It's quite quick. We go get it done. We go Lush Hills. Get that daily done. Is the stream okay? Got a weird thing going on in the chat relay. No, it's still connected. Yeah, it's all working. Yeah, don't know. They need to add a golf course to Lush Resort. Well, it's there. It's sort of adventure golf, you know. No one told you where the holes are or anything, so you got to figure it out for yourself. IT O'Derry, welcome to the stream. Ends Lyric, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. We're in the usual place. Okay, and I think I need one of these high dive pools. The Olympic diving. Which is actually scary when we had... Oh, God. Hello, are you Ed Burton? Apparently, yes, you are. Sorry, Ed. I've done the... Well, I didn't do the Elite Daily. I cocked up pulling the Elite Daily. At the end of this stream, I'll release part 2 of Sunday's stream, which seemed to have split itself into 2. What am I doing? I'm just finishing up some dailies. Well, he wasn't very talkative. Okay. Let me off. It snags rather well, that. And we best get out of here. What are you doing? I am just finishing off some dailies and then I'm going to run round the wreck. I think. Got this at the wreck and then back to Shadowlands for a bit more Penumbra. For the Xan Quest, I guess. Too bad you can't just jump off. Yeah, there's like an invisible barrier at the top. Probably a throwback to when you actually took fall damage. Which kind of doesn't make sense. But yeah. You can jump off any building in the game and there is no fall damage. In fact, even when there was fall damage at higher levels, it just didn't matter. You'd jump down and go, like 1 or 2% of your entire health would be about all you did lose. Let's have a bit of speed. And let's have a proc. It'd be quite cool to jump down into the swimming pool though. I agree, they should bring it back. And get rid of the cage at the top. But we cannot see. It's getting to that point where I'm starting to think maybe it's time for a weapon upgrade. Do you know what I mean? We're hitting reasonably hard, but I'm starting to think, you know what would be nice? A bit more damage. What level am I now? 165. We're sort of on level caps for most stuff. Oh, I got this as well. Went and farmed myself a plus 10 ring. Which is nice because it doubles as an XP ring as well. So it's all very good. We kill all the alien things. Thing is, we're at a ridiculous alien level now. Considering AI 19 by this level that's one of the highest I've ever had. Not gonna lie. To the point where killing alien mobs, you see no difference here at all now. When you kill one, you're like, okay. All thanks to good old Space Quest. Came awfully close to getting an AC/DC on the Keeper last night as well. Just got outbid at the last minute. One went for over 10k, which is kind of nutty, but hey. Time to move back home from work. I'll be back in a few. Okie dokie. Enzleric will see you shortly when you return. Pick up a pair of sunglasses on the way because we will be going to Penumbra. Land of the brightness. Gamel 11111. Welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? It just means you will get the next one. Possibly, yeah. I mean, I had over 10k and I was fairly confident I'd probably win, so I bid the whole lot, like 10,100 or whatever it was, and someone was obviously bidding with more because it went through for 1 point more. It was like, wow. Did you start the pen quest? I have, yeah. I haven't gotten that far. I've only done the first couple of stages, so I did the Tundra Elites, Did the Earth monitors. What else? Yeah, did the Earth monitors and then did the first vortex voids for the goggles. Then I died trying to talk to the next NPC because I just trained a bunch of ads with me and thought I could tank them while I was talking. I was wrong. And then it was time to get back to for Hodor and whatnot, so we just went back for a bit of Hodor, which was cool. And then what did we do after Hodor? Not a lot, I don't think, last night. One more alien cocoon to go. And then we're off to the Reck. I can solo all of the Reck now with a bunch, you know, enough buffs and whatnot. Oh, if only we could have RRFE in Shadowlands. That would be lovely. As it turns out, no you can't. It does make a massive difference though. Yay, there's the alien daily done. So we'll head back, get those didded. Right, okay. Where's my... we'll use that. Nice and convenient. Alien agency receptionist. Mission complete. Ed Burton attacked me. Had to take him out. I don't know what the sort of Omni version of the mission is, but that one's quite cool. Pretty simple to get done, as long as you can get to Lush Hills. Mission complete. Bling ever closer to AI 20. Right, okay. The Reck. We shall head there and hope not to crash en route. And as always, I've started streaming, so of course the sun is going down over Rubicon because it just bloody does every time. Yep, no dramatic lighting for you. Oh well. And then probably get stream sniped doing the factory assault, which I can do. Solo, which is... I've actually been soloing that since about level 140. What can I help you with? Doing his thing. Okay. Right, we'll go do the crate one first. That's about the easiest. Daily login reward today was random nanocrystal. It gave me essence of behemoth. So I'm now a buff monkey. It doesn't stack with the colossal health ones. Morfez, or Morfez, welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. Oh, look at that gorgeous sunset over Rubicon. Or the Reck, same difference. You just get a bit more XP per mob in here. Yeah, I meant to pull the normal elite daily I get around this level is the Mantis Cave one. But I managed to pick the Inner Sanctum one and went, oh, cancel, and tried to escape out of it, and it just came up with notice from the senior handler. So I broke it trying not to pick it by accident. Butterfingers. So yeah. Right, note him from the sand. or whatever this one is. I think this is the war dog I'm heading towards. To 166. The trouble is, most of the stuff I want to increase, like comp lit a little bit so I can get the rings made, etc., is all title locked. Somewhat annoying when you want to spend into a skill and you can't. Okay. Well, that was a handy pull. Wasn't even trying for that, and I managed it. Get a couple of these ads. Drink more tea. Oh great, someone just nuked him. Oh well. I would have liked the kill XP for him, but never mind. ITO Dairy, Soldier, level 202, soon 203. Wearing a superior perennium blaster, which cost me an arm and a leg. Any suggestion for a better weapon? There's quite a few you could go for on Soldier now. At 203 though? What's the level requirement on the D-Shark? If you happen to swing by Penumbra, I would love a hand with the Murdery Dryad. Do you mean Adonis? I'm not sure of the Dryad. I don't know if this particular toon can handle any of the bigger mobs in Penumbra yet. The Adonis, you'd need a bigger toon than this one for that. That thing hits hard. Right, hopefully the NT's not going to come here and... Right, let's just go. Okay, time to die. I think it's 210, yeah. D-Shark would definitely be an upgrade. And you would be straight into 11-second full auto with it. It's surprisingly easy to get on, it's just not cheap to get. I think the only things hitting me here are the assassins, and they're not hitting for much. You do have better evades on Solitus Enforcer, I have to say. Yeah, there's all sorts of options for it. Someone with the same ship as me. That was confusing. I was thinking, how have I cast my ship? And I hadn't. No one from the sand, I guess. Or that one. That feels the nearest at the moment. Yeah, D-Shark, or you could go a different route entirely, go SMG. But then you're on to Xan weapons. So you'd have to do Beast Raid and or Temple and get a weapon upgrade, but you can do it. I'm not sure if you get a Envy of the Xan on at 202. Certainly can around 210. No, it's not up. Someone's killed it. Killed it with death. Yeah, you can go shotgun, you can go pistol, you know, you can do quite a lot on Soldier. I mean, the classic is to stay AR, assault rifle, and have the highest attack rating, which is kind of cool, but, you know, there's a lot of options there. I'm trying to think, Mahalik was On his, he was Envy of the Xan and a PDKP. I think he then swapped to an X-Missile raid for a higher crit rating instead of the PDKP, which just seems nuts when you see that little weapon. But he made it work. I mean, a Perennium is good, and back in the day it was the de facto weapon, but there's quite a few options now. What I recommend, I don't know, whatever you're into. Okay, let's get ourselves flagged. Well, maybe we'll come back to that guy when he feels like it. Oh, he's come back for me. These do hit a lot harder, these dudes. And it has no dramatic music. Get him, boys. Defend Omnitech. Yeah, thanks for the moral support there. I should have known better. Savik, welcome to the stream. Always a pleasure to see you. So we're doing a bit of this and then on to Penumbra, I guess. Get some of it done. I don't think we get all of it done. I can't remember what the reward is for Enforcer. I'll find out when I look it up, I'm sure. And now the big scary guy. Joe pistol. It kind of is. It's a cheap full auto. If you can find one. Last day of the Reck, probably. Yeah, probably is, yeah. Can't roll them after 170, so with any joy. I would hope we'd get 4 levels doing a bit more of the Penumbra quest. There is a lot of XP for it. There goes Soto Mahoney gnashing his teeth. Watching me do that. I'm sorry, dude. I know they're your friends, they're just not my friends. Note 'em from the sand we still haven't done. Let's go back and see if it's there. Somewhere in here. Note him from the sand. Yeah, we're flying along on levels. Once again, using the rather wonderful XP armor, but the XP armor is probably going to have to retire fairly soon. Legally modified Dreadlock Panther. Ooh, do want 600 million. Eye of the Scion. Is it worth getting that? I mean, I can't use it for a long while yet. 600 million sounds quite reasonable, though. For a, weapon of that caliber. I don't have that much on me anyway. There we go. I've been attacked by a longbow. Some sort of sniper, I think. Can't loot it. Oh, of course not, no. Illegally modified dreadlock. Yeah, that's the Eye of the Scion. Yeah, 201 to go level that. In the 201 plus subway. Down you go. 167. It's still being attacked. I need to rebuff as well. Go get faster than your shadow. The water theme. Yes, I got a +10 ring. I farmed it with the keeper. I got there and someone had just killed the boss, so I just logged the keeper off inside. Then ran this tune in, logged them off, came back an hour later. Nice and easy. The starry nights of Rubicon. And for those wanting to feel a little more nostalgia, why'd you have the music on? Because it's wonderful, that's why. It transports you. Yeah, if you don't know about the +10 ring, you need it to enter Pandemonium, but also you've got all these rather nice stat buffs on it, like most of the weapon skills and inits for +10, then 210 to all ACs, and then a little bit to your evades as well as that, and then 8 to all base abilities. So it's quite a handy dandy little ring. There are other rings you could wear, but yeah. Anywhere I can spend that IP, and it's sort of looking like, well, you're doing Gollum today. No, done. I ran up to the... Whoa! What the hell? Dailys is gifting 10 tier 1 subs to the community. Oh my god. Dailys gifted a tier 1 sub to Dr. Anders, to Deviator, Dark PSI Mystic, to Savic 2, MF Satsum, Morphers, Ungfreak, Overpowered GG, PC May, and Wise Guy FSB. Oh my god. Well, thank you very, very much. 10 gifted subs there from Dailys. That's incredible. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. We'll let the alert thing get done. Are we done? Is it done? Nope. Well, I've got something to look at while I'm waiting for a cooldown. Well, I was going to do the ice golem yesterday, and the first thing I did, I was going to run the keeper there with the ice golem pattern and just solo it. But hype. But then I accidentally logged in this tune first without looking. I kind of like logged in, hit enter, and it was already highlighted on the little M4, so I thought, oh, as broad as it's long, I'll run this there first. Ran to the Incarnator, And lo and behold, there was an ice golem there with 5 ice golem molars on it. Someone had just done it and left it. And I don't know if they did put it on Darknet, but I didn't see it, or didn't have Darknet running, or they put it on Darknet, minutes or 20 odd minutes previous. So yes. Zinzig, welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? With all this XP, I could, I suppose, max those two. Go on then, we'll do that. Nano and casting. Not sure. What is the nano from? I'm looking on, you can probably tell by the brightness of the screen. Let's have a look. What's the quest reward for the Penumbra quest line for Enforcer? Scrolling. It's very detailed, very precise guide, which we like a lot. There's just a lot to get through. Enforcer gets Ice Burn, which isn't rubbish. It's pretty good, actually. Yes, it is. Okay. I'll minimise that for now. We'll just leave that saved as is. Okay, Le Flag has gone. I can run freely now. AOU is wonderful. Yes, it is. Someone went on it and said, there's nothing there. I tried searching. And I'm like, well, you try harder. Because everything is there. Now, the downside is... Oh, I forgot to get faster than your shadow. Never mind. I've got to run to Penumbra for this to work. Because I'm still saved in Inferno. It's not fully updated. It proc taunts sometimes when hit. Helps keep aggro. What's not fully updated? I suppose there's bits and bobs of AOU that isn't 100% up to date, but mostly it's up to date. So we're going to run to Penumbra again. Which, is not the end of the world. Do you miss doing the Penumbra key? I've not done it, but I don't miss it. I never get it. Easier to find what you're looking for on AOU through Google search. Yeah, if you prefix what you're trying to find with Anarchy Online or put Anarchy Online at the end of it, it will find the guide on AOU for you with Google. This is true. The most optimized and powerful web search engine in the world has a somewhat slightly better search functionality than, a volunteer-made website for a 20-year-old game. Who'da thunk? Well, you don't have to do the key quest to have a perma Alapa buff. You just save in Penumbra and do the Inferno key instead. That's another option. So you use your beacon, go back to Penumbra, go get the Alapa buff. It used to be good when it's stacked with DB2 and 12-man. Then it was a really good buff. It is good though, was it 75 add all def, 75 add all off. It's a pretty nice buff. Eye of the Predator or something? You can keep going back for it as well because you've not completed the quest, so you're not raid locked on it. I do have Penumbra key on a couple of tunes. I've got it on Kalos 2 and I've got it on my fixer as well. I think Kalos 2's got the Sanctuary key for there as well. Stack all of them, Alapa, DB2, Ice Golem, the Poo Monster, Brood mothers, okay. Gotta stack 'em all. I have all on my fixer. It's more impressive when someone has all the sank keys, yeah. Some of those are like redonkulously long-winded. There's no way I'm going around doing the whole quest for Penumbra key again. If the key quests were somewhat like the Adonis and Nascence one, I'd do them all. Because they're short and sweet. It is the loan shark. He's coming for me. I did a big absorb with him. Penumbra is not so bad, is it? Inf Sank Omni is so harsh. Is it? I can't remember what you have to do for the Inferno Sanctuary quest. I've got it on Kalos too, but I can't remember. 45 source. I've probably done it then. Or been on the team that did it. I remember doing I've got, on one of my tunes, I've got a complete set of Inferno. The normal Inferno key. I've got a full set of the patterns. I think it was Monty that gave me them. But I never ever used them. But I can't remember which tune I have them on. I should dig them all up, really. They're all in a bag somewhere. Need to remember Penumbra goggles because I can't make the ring yet. Need 1250 in complet. I mean, I probably could if I reperked. What level are the perks for complet? NCU 150, 190. Yeah, at 201 I'd have enough complet anyway. So I'd only have 10, 20, 30, 40 from that, 40 from a pair of pistols. So that's 80. And I am way off. So 80, that's 1120. I'd have to use a tutoring device and have complet implants, bigger ones than I've got. According to my banknotes, I have 4 sets for Omni. Yeah. Right, replace that ring again with that. That was something that I always disliked about Shadowlands. Was having to take off your equipment and wear protective items in various zones. It always annoyed the snot out of me. Ice Wraith executes faster than your shadow. And then vanished. Thank you, Ice Wraith. Whose tune is that? That's one of you guys. I know it is. We'll go this way. Yeah, I've no idea half of the stuff in my bank. I know I've got loads and loads of stuff, though. Couldn't be wise guy FSB. Yeah, I got a fair bit of XP trying to farm a Doja. Because you know what Doja drops are like in Penumbra. Painful. Ooh, Feated Vagabond Cloak. I think that's the same team. Pretty nice though, 700 agility and without the level requirement, that would be very highly desirable. $800 to all ACs, 200 to add all death, 300 HP, nano resist 65. You do lose a bit of add all off though. They do drop in Penumbra, yeah. Demon of Water. Frosty rafters, not frozen, frosty rafters. And who else do they drop from? Oh, the icy predators. You just passed my poor MP. Well, hopefully I'm not dragging a ton of ads with me. And I trained them accidentally. Yeah, these drop them. Icy predator. They're about the easiest one to kill. ASA 20N1, 22N1, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Welcome again. Right, we're doing the run I think I'm on, but I can't see it on my mission quest unless it's timed out. Is it a short timer on that section? Saying that, there's a... I've got a lot in this mission window, to be fair. I think it has run out, yeah, okay. Maybe it's quite a short one. The NPC we want. One who lights the way. With bloody ads all around him, annoyingly. So, hi there. I'm travelling around looking for things to do. Maybe I could help you. There it is, new mission. Patrolling. Oh, it's only 2-hour one. Okay. Yeah, some of the Xan Quest stages, the mission time is really quite short. And other ones is like 3 or 4 days. So you got bags of time to go back and finish off. Run, Alan, run. We'll be fine. I think we've got enough run speed to just blitz it. Checkpoint 1. Hey, my dudes. Trick is, just don't stop for any other mobs. Just keep going. That's the general plan. Checkpoint number 2 achieved. Yeah, just run past and you get it, I know. It's quite a broad kind of hitbox, I suppose, for it. You don't even have to run on the path. I mean, you can take the shortest line you can find between one point and the next. Someone's been along and calmed. There you go, was nowhere near the square on the main map. And yet, it completed. As it does, quite often. Yeah, look, someone's been calming and running along. And depending how fast you are, decides the other bit. How many chase you up the hill to the next NPC? I think there's still a few chasing. Yeah, I can still see the dots following. Have I outrun them? I think there is one coming. At least one. Your friend was hurt, so I offered to help. Travelling around, things to do. Let's go, there's a mob coming. And south again. Back to the Incarnator. And this is where we're going to be needing a bit of help from this point onwards, I think. Doing the big guy inside there. Always a little tricky. The rest, the running around bits are okay. So there's like, inside there, 2-time Mahoney. Or 2 Maloney, whatever his name is. He's quite tough. And then... obviously a lapper at the end is tricky to solo. I mean, you can on a big enough tune, but it's easier with a full team, etc. which is what it's kind of built around. So I'm now looking for a volunteer. If someone has a bureaucrat, does AO support 75 FPS? Up to 100 FPS. If it'll run at that on your CPU. On the old engine with DG Voodoo you can get 200 FPS. You saw that, well, never use VSync with Anarchy Online. Do not enable VSync. It'll just make your mouse feel very syrupy. It doesn't run like modern games. VSync, it's always VSynced to your monitor, whether you turn VSync on or off. So you never ever get tearing regardless of your frame rate. It's weird, but you don't. But you will, your mouse will immediately start feeling very laggy and horrible. Imprecise, even. So you should always have mouse acceleration disabled on your PC, because it's terrible. Find the hizzy medicine man and yada yada. But yeah, on the old client with DG Voodoo, yeah, just turn off VSync and it'll go as many frames per second as it can. If you're looking for the speeds it can go at, it will show the ones it thinks it understands from your monitor. And you've got to remember it was developed 20 years ago, so 75 Hz wasn't that unusual on CRT monitors. I had to get used to 60 FPS, for first-person shooter games, but for Anarchy it was fine. Yeah, when I started playing, I was playing on a Sony Trinitron 17-inch monitor, and it looked amazing. And then the whole LCD thing and having to get used to 60 was weird. I did get used to it, kind of, but this monitor I'm playing on myself is 75 megahertz. But because I'm streaming and there's no format for above 60 on Twitch, or really for recording and then editing video for YouTube, I just leave it on 60 most of the time. Occasionally when I play for myself, it's higher. Like I play Skyrim and it'll go up to 75 most of the time. Right. Do I have to tag them with an item? I think I do. This is the new engine, yeah. Okay. Run away. Can't handle these guys. Run out. Okay, so next. Find a hizzy charmer. And did you do some hacking on it? Hacking? No. Tweaking? Yes. No, I haven't hacked the new engine at all. My God, that looks dark on the stream. Let's give it some of that. So what am I on now? Charmer. Where's the charmer? He's a long way in. I think it's runner next. Not that I'm going to try and hang around in here. I can't evade their damage. Add better textures? No. Make the textures appear better with generic effects from Reshade, which is this. Yes. But that's post-processing. Someone is actually looking at what they can do with the textures in the game, but they have to get permission from Funcom to distribute it. So yeah, they've shown me some of the stuff they've done. Some of it's like for the lols, and some of it's, you know, does look a lot better. But I can't say who, what, why and when because they need written permission, so they're chasing after it. I'll probably get it as well. It'd be nice if they do. Okay. Hizzy Runner. Come on, you were dashing up and down here before. Don't make me come looking for you. There's one. There's one. Come on. No? That wasn't a hit? Come on. Damn you. I thought I'd got him then. I hope it doesn't accidentally get distributed. Well, it's going to be a massive accidental distributed thing. Yeah, you can replace textures as much as you can in, you know, things like Skyrim, but distributing it is the problem. If Funcom don't want you to do it, you could find yourself in court. Looking at serious problems. Got him. Okay. This is awfully messy. Does anyone have a bureaucrat? Return to ruminating strife. Okay, we will. Can't believe I have brightness turned up for here. I mean, yeah, I can really mess with the lighting and stuff. This is using an in-game script. Most bots have it, so you can turn off global light. Like so, and then you can enable ray tracing. Stuff like that. It absolutely hammers your performance, but hey, it does work. Someone may distribute it. They're just much higher resolution textures than we're used to. Bio and iPound with Hodor. It's a possibility. I'm streaming this at the moment, though. And the ray tracing aspect of it doesn't really work that well, but in some instances it can look amazing. I mean, I suspect upgraded textures may, but you're going to need the software in place in order to enable them in the client while it's running, because of the way the launcher checksums the game. Somewhat like Vortex or Mod Manager, Mod Organizer does with Skyrim textures. So they're not, you're not, I mean, you technically, because it's a single player game, you can overwrite the default ones, but it's seriously not advised. You're much better using the mod manager, and you can just turn them on and off. I'll try my best at least. There we go. Our Office's World Catalogue of Books, Volume 1. Okay, we'll get word of what we observe. Okay, so this is observe the Arbiter, run in and tag the Arbiter, and then the final one is run in and kill the big guy, which I don't think we can solo on this guy. I think I will require the helps. Yeah, someone might distribute it, but they'd need to deliberately distribute everything. And if I was the person that had asked permission to do it, and then suddenly, well, they turn up somewhere, I think Funcom would come looking for you, you know? Be interesting if they can actually get it done. I don't know. It's beyond what I know and understand. I'm not a coder or anything like that. And you need to really know what you're doing in order to do it. But a lot of the guys that do this sort of stuff aren't doing it to break the game. They're doing it as like an abstract. as a mental challenge for themselves. And I get that. I've done that with music as well. Yeah, they took Docaholics icons, which, let's face it, he said there's just too many reused icons in the game. I've made all these. Yeah, it was pre-Tencent, yeah. I don't know either. Right, let's go find this guy. The Arbiter. This is always messy. This is always dangerous. Come on, Arbiter. Yay. Ha ha. Oh, you mean you didn't know you could get up here? Well, you can. How do I know that? Well, because I got here and started exploring in the beta, that's how. We were looking for, anything new. There might be projects out there that would really piss off Funcom. Yeah, quite possibly. Funcom are like, you can do whatever you want inside our game, we'll turn a blind eye, but change anything and distribute it without our say-so, and then they get really uptight about it. So you've got to be careful what you're thinking of doing, Oh, you feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Lortab has reached enlightenment. Congrats on 220, my dude. See, what I'm doing, using a reshader and stuff, is okay, because it's only changing what I see. I mean, some, live PvP type games will not allow reshades, because people have written reshades that do things like make opposing players luminous pink, so you can spot them right across the map, and snipe them or whatever. IT O'Derry just died. I forgot to equip the damn boots. Ah, damn. Yeah, that's a problem. Ask your doctor before taking Law Tab. Are you casting aspersions on people's names, waifu? We all do it. God, what was it with Cal Methig? Everyone's at Carmedi G. And I was like, stop it. Bling 168. Goodbye. Right, I'm looking for a volunteer. That one actually is a pharmaceutical, is it? Awesome. There's probably a tune running around in the game called Viagra or something. Let's have a look. Is Viagra. Yep, there you go. Viagra is a level 200 clan enforcer in Crimson Assassins. Is aspirin. Aspirin is a level 110 clan doctor. Yep, there's probably nothing that hasn't been tried, It's yeah. Right, can we has a volunteer to come kill the dude inside here? The Tapolin name. There you go. Kalos is a level 23 MA peasant of Griefers Are Us. If I install the new engine, will it mess with the old engine? Nope, you can install it to a completely different folder and or hard drive. And the two never interfere with each other. No joke, an ad for a generic little blue pill just came on the radio. The Matrix has you, wise guy FSB. How could it know? That is actually my tomb. That was the original Kalos. I deleted him and then re-rolled him as a little MA on a second account, and then put him in a little tiny guild. At the time was called Storm's Little Helpers. Apparently it's now called Griefers R Us. Did everyone watch the Matrix 4 trailer? Yeah. Dead right I did. I don't know what to really think about it. I'll wait and see. I'm not gonna read any reviews. I'm just gonna wait till I can see the movie and just go see it. If it's crap, it's crap. If I like it, I like it. And you know, that's good. I think if I go in there with any pre-bias, it's going to ruin it for me. Because when The Matrix, the first movie, came out, I hadn't seen any clips online because that was so rare, and there was virtually no video streaming on the internet in 98 and 99. I mean, there was, but not much. And I just remember there was a bit of a buzz around it by a lot of people that were into technology and stuff, and they said, "Oh, you got to get that movie." And I think I bought the DVD from like HMV or somewhere and watched it and was just like, "Whoa, this is amazing," you know. You had it on VHS, yeah. Well worth it. Hell of a good movie, the very first one. No two. I think everyone agrees that is probably the best one they made, but you know. Right, I'm going for a very quick pee. If anyone wants to come along and kill the big thing inside here, they will be very welcome. Because I can't solo it, I know that. Tico 586. You know what? I am curious if Google Translate can even say that word. Because I've got no idea. Let's have a look. Google. Let's do Google Translate. And tell it to detect the language. It thinks it's Finnish.
Tapiolainen.
Or in English?
Tapiola.
No way. It's a Finnish word?
Tapiolainen.
Tapiolainen. Or, translated to English.
Tapiola.
Yeah, not tapioca, which is a pudding. A sloppy pudding I don't like. So, Tico, are you inside, are you? Enzleric, welcome back to the stream. Wise guy. Pudding. Yeah, I've never been much of a... Yeah, I like ice cream. And a bit of chocolate cake now and again, and that's kind of it for me. I've never been big into the old pudding kind of deal, you know? Right. Let's see if I can get anywhere near cheese and crackers. Yeah, I'm more savoury, yeah. I think I've just got more of a savoury tooth than a sweet tooth. You're not, but you can bring a crack. Oh, right, I thought you were in here. I better go and see if he's actually up. Don't see him. Oh, there he is. Right, there's Tapioca. Hello, Pudding. What level is he? 205, yeah. Little to no chance of fighting a Shadowlands mob like that. T.O. Derry. He's doing a bigs. Almost there. Invisible wall defeats me. And may well get me killed. Must be a wall that doesn't render in on the new engine. Have I outrun it? Is it just one that's coming after me? Is he runner? I might be able to beat him. I don't know. Invisible wall deflated my daring rooftop escape from Tyr yesterday, leaping from ledge to lead, hit an invisible wall and fell to the ground. I think I probably know the one you mean. I know Tyr reasonably well. Not that I spend a lot of time there anymore, but I did used to. You're not there, but you could bring a crack. ITO Derry is almost there. I rewatched Star Wars and the real Star Wars, the original movie. Because the internet went off for a few hours the other night. Last week, some point. Right in the middle, I was watching The Bank Job or something. And it just went, can't connect. And we were like, wait, what? And then looked. Switched on 4G on the phone and it was like, yep, it's off. Doing something at the main exchange, yada yada. The same main exchange that had a fire like last month, I think. They're probably just like patching it up or whatever. It'd be fun to play this combat song to a guy that plays AO while he sleeps. Apparently people do. They put me, you know, they put one of my videos on YouTube, I guess, and then doze off with it playing on earbuds. People play AO with the sound on. You're dead right, we do, Soto Mohoney. Sorry, my English phrasing is weird. It's not. It's perfectly understandable. Team me, Cal. Okay. I'm looking now. Where are you? Whom are you on? Oh, there we go. Arch Race. Kalos Hot Tub Super Fun Time #1 stream. Thanks. I sent an invite. Did you get it? Right, ITO Derry, are you on LFT as well? I don't want to leave you out again. You always come charging along and then turn up like 5 minutes later going, wait for me! 20 minutes into a subway raid or something. Oh, man! I suspect Wise Guy has... I'm standing directly behind Tapioca at the minute. Right. So is that what we call him from now on? He is Tapioca Pudding. Oof. Invisible wall. There are quite a few in this game, I will say. It's official now, yep. Tapioca. Yep, it's like Virgil and the Melvins. It's become official. Reminds me, I need to check on Test Live. See if it's been updated any time lately. Hey, hit you! Don't start on me, I'm a little gimp. Dr. Anders, I'm also on my way. Got confused on how to get in to tag mobs though. Oh well, you just watched me do it, so run in, tag the... you pick up and click the little green thing he gives you. The Arbiter's coming. Run away! I'm running. Guys, I'm running. I just saw somebody's crack come running in. Yep, they've calmed everything. If you come on this side, so if you come to the west side, you can have a hell of a lot easier time tagging the mobs. Because they're all calm. Okay. On the plus side, when you're in here, in that dungeon, you don't actually need to wear the goggles. It's like being inside a mission in Inferno or what have you. I will be requiring more tea soon. There we go. I think it's getting brighter outside. Yeah, so the ray tracing shader plugin also has ambient occlusion, which can work rather well. Let's get the gamma back to normal. It's subtle what it does, but it does look good. Grubbram. Hi, good afternoon. Haven't played in over 15 years. Now, what prof are you? I would say Enforcer. This character is an Enforcer, yeah. Does that Dr. Anders need a tapioca kill as well? I don't know, do you? Do you need a kill as well? There's a lot changed since 2005 in the game, but not so much that you wouldn't recognise it, but there's a lot of new gear and perks and research and all manner of stuff. If you wanted to come back and play now, I would just start a brand new tune and start learning again. Because so much has changed, you'd never sort of relearning something top down is incredibly difficult. Relearning something from the beginning up is much, much easier. It's just that's the way the human brain tends to work. So let's say you haven't played guitar in 20 years. If you pick it up and do a few basic chords for a week or so, within a month you'll be playing a lot of the tunes you used to know, and within a couple more months you'll be playing lead again. But if you pick up a guitar, having not played for donkey's years, and just try and play the blazing lead solo you used to know, you're just going to completely foobar up. It's very similar. Right, so where am I going now? Talk to the one whose mind is riddled. Londis, welcome to the stream. Doing the scouting part. Ah, you're a step behind then. You'll have to wait on a respawn for the for tapioca. The tagging part though is actually quite easy, and if you're on a crat, really easy. You just calm everything and then do it. Rage and run. Raging has more speed. Right, let's turn off global illumination because it's Penumbra. There we go. Because it's just too damn bright. MP, so I'm terribly squishy. Oh, a terribly squishy crap. Well, as long as you can calm stuff, you're not that squishy. You got careful in battle perked. And commanding presence. because that makes a hell of a difference to how squishy you are on a crap. Get those two perked and you're not that squishy anymore. And, you know, get a ton of outside buffs. Why make it hard for yourself? And I think the game design is based around getting a bunch of outside buffs. Because it's an MMO, not a single player. Denied by the slippy mountain slope. Come on, let me up. Come on, spamming space bar. Yes. We made it. Yeah, Krat's are really strong soloists. Just have a look at your perks a bit. Some of your perks might not be... I'm not going to say, you know, they have to be certain perks, but they may not be the, you know, ideal for what you're trying to do. Krats are very, very defensive as a class if you perk them and build them thusly, you know. Where is my little friend gone? This is the statues now, isn't it? After this. It's the boring bit. The one whose mind is riddled. Got a message from Ruminating Strife. Okay, do I have to listen to the spiel or can we just crack on? White Citadel, right on the other side. Okay. Oh, you're an MP though. I don't know who had everything calmed then. Who was in there calming everything then? I'm wondering why you are running and not using a faster way to move. Probably because you don't want to. There isn't a faster way to move where we are. We're in the Shadowlands. You can't use flight. All you can use is like run buffs, etc. You can use land vehicles though, but they're terribly inconvenient if you suddenly need to rebuff or what have you. We had Shadowlands and AI by 2005. That 500 run speed from the car, yeah, there isn't, it's 50. Even though it says 500 and you see your run speed increase by 500, you don't get the 500 and they've never fixed it. You could use the crappy levitate, yeah, for 150. It's like 10% faster. Oh, right. Well, yeah, the Shadowlands, you can't use the grid. There's no Wampa system. And Grid Space Freedom, the fixer run buff doesn't work. You can't get Parrot from an Advi anymore. That got changed years ago. So you can't get that anywhere except old Advis that never logged in the day after the patch. They get it. Us old schoolers that did log in after the patch don't get it. So that's perfectly fine, isn't it? That's too bright. Global light, goodbye. Pink Cadillac adds 1,000 run speed. It does, yeah. That might actually be worth it. I should get the apartment on this tune then, just for the lols. So they can whiz round this. It's only this bit that's a bit long-winded for running. Yeah, Shadowlands, there's a lot of stuff. Can equip a Yalm on Rubicard, then warp to Shadowlands. Yeah, but then, like, going inside, it just vanishes. If you mean an old physical Yalm, it's like entering a shop in one. You get to Shadowlands and it just disappears. You're wearing it, but you can't fly, you can't do anything. We tried everything, combination and possibility to try and get around the restriction, but never ever worked. I know who can fly in Shadowlands though. An Ark. Arks can fly in Shadowlands. That's why it's pointless running from the Seekers, because Space Quest is up behind you going mahahaha, spawning lots and lots of. So you think you get the run speed though? Well, maybe. I might try that, but that would mean going back to Rubicard. So I'm not sure. Because I'm not actually saved here. I am saved in Inferno still. So if I beacon back, I'll be back in Inferno and have to run back here via either Adonis or through Inferno. Yeah, there's an absolute ton of stuff to do on Rubical without the expansions. I did a through Let's Build a Toon. Nearly 60, 70 episodes. And that's all edited as well. Right, target you. Then talk to you. Hello, is this a memorial? How's the memorial doing? So everything's okay. Okay, and there's another one south, we know. We've not our first rodeo in Penumbra. This is Let's Build a Toon Series 12. We've done every single class in the game as a Let's Build, and this is number 12. Thereafter, we'll just do silly ones for the lols. And then maybe if there's any new stuff in game, that'll all get roped in as well. I might even do a refresh on some of the older ones. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's a physical Yalm you can get from the veteran store. That would be an easy one to grab. But I can't remember how much run speed it gives, whether it's like 150 or more. It'd be worth it if it's like 300 or something. I can Engie warp to Shadowlands. Yeah, if you anchor. Or whatever it's called. I've never done it though. There's also the Chiron. Possibly, yeah. It's the standard Lobby white one, but you also get paint job. Okay. Oh, these are the ones that drop doges, by the way. Frosty rafters. Not frozen. Frozen don't. Frosty do. It's bloody confusing for people that spend... I see them killing those things hour after hour going, I'm not getting any drops. Like, well, you're not gonna. They don't drop them. Oh my god, come on! Come on, we're in a hurry. I don't have time. Come on, just give me the update. Oh, damn you. Can I kite the... I can't kite because I've got to go too far away. Oh, you bugger. Right. I hate ads. Just decided I hate them. I don't think they stray too far. Come on. Oh, you son of a bitch. There's a boss up there I forgot about. I'm gonna run into bloody hecklers next. Just observe the Arbiter. He's inside off to the right. And he's called the Arbiter. If he's up. Vulpu, hi people. Go mobs, go. Yeah, they're determined to kill me. Come on. Reset, you buggers. Come on. Reset. Leave me alone. I'm not bothering you. Urgh. Come on, reset. You can't find me, so just reset. God damn it. Damn, I wanted to see Carl die. I don't mind dying, it's just having to go back and get a ton of buffs again. That's the annoying bit. I think I'm still aggroed by that boss. Right, can I get back to the Memorial Keeper? No, the boss is not going to let go of aggro. It is like a mini diner for here. This is a memorial stone, correct? Oh, just let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't want to be hanging around here. Goodbye. It's always good for a chuckle, yeah. I mean, look where they put that. Right between two big nests of mobs. They knew what they were doing when they put that there. They're like, they're gonna love this. Oof. There we go. So what are we up to? 1 to 3. One more book to go, and we've got Spec 4 done. He literally got 3 useful outside buffs, not counting plus crit, with that weapon, because it's meh. Hey, crit's okay. What are you on about? I was thinking of getting the OFAB one next. I've got the VP for it, let's face it. That came from somewhere. Vulpu, maybe. Go and do that and get a bunch of bios. I may even have a few, actually. I used to farm them and sell them for creds. It has many, many lots of... what's it called anyway? The two-hand blunt OFAB. I forget. That was me, you twit. Oh, probably... Sorry. Old man card. Playing the old man card now. I get confused about who gave me what. I don't write it down, and I should. It was you that gave me a ton of VP. It was a lot, like 10, like 100,000 or something redonkulous. Yeah, the sledgehammer. Crit on this isn't terrible though, is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's not brilliant, is it? Let's not run off the edge. Could maybe do that and try and twink into it. Could probably get it on, I think. Such a terrible problem to have. Yes, indeed. Vulpu gave you bags and bags of gear. Yeah, like, oh my god, the amount of gear. It was about 20 billion credits worth of items in one bag. I was like, holy sh... Good thing with VP is there's some nanos that you can buy for other classes. Yes, not all of them are stupidly no drop. That's annoying. Yeah, some of them are tradable, some are no drop. So as soon as you buy it, you're stuck with it. Oh god. I might die yet, Daylights, don't worry. In fact, almost certainly I'm gonna die now. I just pulled a bunch of 200 plus mobs on myself. Like an idiot. I should have gone round the other side. It would have been easier. Yeah, put the cocoon in front, otherwise it's going to think you mean something entirely different. When you don't, you mean bio cocoon. I know you mean that, but Twitch chat definitely doesn't. I know you meant this effect here called Bio Cocoon. Come on, answer. Goodbye. And now we'll be demonstrating Bio Cocoon. Wow, I die. Sounds a bit like BAM. Yeah, exactly, yeah. With all the hate raids and stuff that, or whatever the hell it is going on Twitch, they're awfully paranoid, I think, because I've not changed anything in my setting. So yeah, for future, I know what you meant. Anyone playing Anarchy online would probably know what you meant, but Twitch chat definitely doesn't. So for future reference, type the entire word, not an abbreviation of it. You just mongoed. Yep, because Mongo heals. I can't get rid of the aggro. I'm more than 25 meters away from anything that's going to fight me, so the one thing that's chasing me I'm out of range of, so Mongo. Trickle down a bit more heat. Let's face it, Googling for pictures of twinks is a bad idea. Yeah, prefix your search with the words, you know, Anarchy Online, PvP or PVM twink. Find the fourth Marauder caretaker and go. Right, well he's way north. Near the clan, or redeemed, same difference. The redeemed garden, temple, whatever. Yeah, there's always like, whatever you do, don't Google that. There's always one or two of those. Omni Reform will be in touch. You miss farming Mantis Queen for mats to do Twink's armour. People still do. People still farm enhanced Mantis armour. It's still good. It's just there is other stuff you can get as well. Several years ago I was looking for a series parallel diagram for a 4x12 cabinet and still got some very inappropriate yeah, I know. I could draw the wiring diagram for a 4x12 cabinet, switchable with a double pole, double throw switch, so you could have stereo, parallel, and series, or six, any which way of any kind of ohmage, etc. Right, we're in here. Faster than your shadow. Maybe I should put my defensive HUD in while I'm blitzing through places. That would make more sense, eh? Yeah, Google always assumes you're looking for porn. Because Google's like, well, come on, usually, isn't it? Okay, someone's killing a whole bunch of mobs there. And the ridiculous brightness the game gives you on the new engine versus my lighting scheme. A little less garish. I think it looks loads better. I wish Penumbra looked like this all the time. It would look like, instead of going skiing in the Alps in the middle of, at the end of season when it's still bright and sunny. It's like, this is way too much. And now we go all the way north again. Yeah, it's funny. What was that? There was a weird one, wasn't there? Blue waffle or something. Someone was looking for blueberry waffle recipes and said, whatever you do, don't search blue waffle. How is that a thing? You know, just weird. Yeah, do not Google blue waffle. Just don't. Not safe for life. Seriously. Whoever came up with that is just don't. You don't even want to think about it. I don't even know if it's real or it's just Photoshop or God knows, but just don't. Yeah, you can never get that picture out. Yeah, just never mind Goatsy from back in the day. That's nothing compared to some of the stuff that seems to be out there now. Yeah, just honest to God, do not ever search that. No matter what anyone tells you, I'm telling you now, don't do it. Zorg, I'm feeling nostalgic. There's another one, isn't there, that triggers trichtophobia or something, I think it's called, where they Photoshop like certain types of flowers that have embedded little black seeds or whatever that look a little bit like eyes, little insect eyes or something, and they superimpose them onto body parts and stuff. It's horrible though. Yeah, it's a Photoshop, it's not real. And they go, oh, some disease from swimming in such and such a river out in the, you know, the untamed wilderness somewhere. And it's not real. It's convincing as Photoshop, you know, but yeah. Crash Core 105, welcome to the stream. We are in Penumbra. You can tell, because there's all the snow. I'm doing it with ray tracing. I can't believe I've left it on for this long. Waiting for the graphics card to start melting. And finally you. No? Is it not? Oh, please tell me it is. 4 or 5. Find the fourth Memorial Time in the wet. It's the wrong one. Oh! I should have used the web for it. Hang on. I closed the window. I was going to say I could have used the waypoint markers from AOU to find it. That would have been easier. That wouldn't have just cost me all that extra time going the wrong way. More running. Yeah. Still not healed. Weird. Well, visual bug maybe. We will fix it. We will go to the right one. You sure you're using your graphics card? Well, it hasn't got an option. It's the only thing in my PC that has graphics on it. Nothing else in my PC. And the reason it's 41 is it's the new engine and I'm using ray tracing. Now it's 60. I said, oh. Don't tell Grandma about fixing the new engine, please. It was bound to happen. Running around Penumbra on the edge of things whilst trying to read chat. No, I fell down because I was an idiot for not doing the sensible thing, which was to stop moving while I read chat. No, this is the beta engine, and I have no other graphics option in a PC. You're thinking of laptops. And this is the beta engine. The beta engine does not run well on any PC. It's still DX9 and it is still bound to the CPU as much as the GPU. F, there you go, you earned it. Yep, fail my life. My MA research is almost done. Yeah, you'll always get more. If I switch to the old engine, I'll be on nearly 200 frames a second everywhere using DG Voodoo. The new engine doesn't. Can I bring up a bit more information? Let's see. MSI Afterburner. Please don't crash game. Okay. There you go. D3, D9, you can see what it's doing. It doesn't RAM the... See, it's only like 65%, and that is whilst using the graphics card as an encoder for the stream as well. If I stop the stream, it goes way above. Yeah, over 120. That's using DG Voodoo on the old graphics engine, which I can do. It doesn't look as nice, though. And, you know... Does it do 420? Nah. It will double render frames. The core engine won't go over 100, but with DG Voodoo you can force it through DX11 in a wrapper, and therefore you get, you know, the really high frame rate. It's actually, it does feel a hell of a lot smoother as well when you do it. But you don't get real shadows and stuff. Or grass. Or volumetric lighting, etc. So I just prefer it. I just think it's nicer to look at. You know, it's one of those. Yeah, if I turn the grass off, it doesn't really change the frame rate with the new engine. It's just really not well optimized or anything like that. If I put on alien isolation, something like that, it's fine. The issue with the launcher not seeing the dedicated GPU is fixed by using DG Voodoo, apparently. I can't test that because I don't have a laptop to test it on. But this system, the i7 I'm using, is an older one. And the motherboard doesn't support the onboard GPU. It doesn't actually have an onboard GPU. I wish it did, because then I would use the encoder and take some of the load off the graphics card. But it's only a GTX 980 anyway. It's not, you know... I mean, it's a good card, don't get me wrong. You can game on it. You can play anything on it. It'll do it. As long as you don't want all the eye candy ramped up to the 11, you know. Is Turris the mob that has to be slain? No, it's Tapioca. And my monitor will do 75 Hz, but it won't do 10-bit colour if I do that. And I'd rather have 10-bit sRGB colour, because I edit video a lot. So I'd much rather get an accurate representation of the colour space whilst editing, so I can grade it correctly. You see here, and we're like up to 80 odd FPS. It does cap at 100 on the new engine as well. But I don't use DG Voodoo on the new engine. It works, but it doesn't work well. It actually lowers the frame rate. It's kind of weird. To be honest, I like You Are Deep Warm Voice. Day Rescued. Deep warm voice. Cantankerous old man on a microphone. It's a bit more accurate. Yeah, I'm always surprised when people say that, because I hear it and I just go, yeah, that's me. But yeah, I don't know. Apparently people like it, so. The first video I put up with me talking on it for any length of time, AO video that is, was just an explanation of how to, I think it was get out of a REIT, or how to do the, no, it was how to do, you had to do a grid quest to be able to use your beacons. It was something Janelle built into the game, that and no drop on tutoring devices, which is just, why? Silly person, why have you done this? And of course those all got reversed as soon as Major was in charge, but I made a video on how to complete it because people kept asking me. I put the video up and I thought I was going to type out exactly what to do and not say a word at any point in the video, but it was taking so long to type it all out. I went, you know what, I'll just talk over it as I do it. That'll be easier. So that's what I did. Then I linked the video to someone who was going, how do I do it? And they went, oh my God, who did you get to do the voice? And I went, oh, yeah, that's me. And they went, that's your voice. I went, yeah, sorry. And they went, no, you should be a voiceover dude. And I was like, what, really? What are you talking about? So yes, thank you very much. I'm glad you like my voice. It's the only one I have and I can't change it. So, yeah. So this is the old engine. I mean, I'm still running something on it. I've got SMAA, which is a much nicer anti-aliasing than the default, because the default is horrible. It's fast approximate anti-aliasing. The mob you need for inside the machine and all that, not inside the machine, that's the DB quest. Hang on. If you want to make sure you're not doing the wrong thing, like I should have been doing. Where are we? Quests. Sheol, Adonis. There we go. There you go. It'll tell you the exact mobs and where they are inside there. Because AOU is wonderful. Why no saving pen? Because I got saved in Inferno and I was planning like, yeah, grind missions, you know, get levels, and then thought, oh, I'll go back and do the Penumbra quest tonight for the stream kind of thing. And I haven't got round to saving here yet. It would have been a lot easier, yeah. I should get an insignia and just save here, shouldn't I? Can always get another insignia in Inferno. I'm going to get a lot of friends shortly. Need to be careful here. There is a piece of geometry you do not want to get stuck in. Along here. I'm right next to it as well. See there? That hole. Don't ever fall down it. You usually end up needing a GM to come and warp you. Forgot to mention how glad I am that this Emph is not Atrox. Atrox Master Race. God, it's dark in here. Yeah, I mean, I have an Atrox Enforcer. So this one was kind of like, well, if I'm going to make a second one, I need it to feel different or it'll do my head in. So making it Solitus felt like the right thing to do for it. There's a guy who's killing everything in here at the moment. He's still there killing. I don't know who it is. But yeah. Alt F4 twice, wait 2 minutes, log in. First thing you do, press X to sit and use stuck. It won't get you out of that hole down there. I did do that. It was before I had a beacon. And as soon as you log in, you're falling, you can't sit. And then when you do sit and try and use stuck in that particular hole back there, it says you're standing. It's like, it's a real nasty one. So I tried using a beacon, it says cannot use while falling, so Alt F4 again. Came out of game thinking, yeah, I'm going to be okay this time. Like, nope. In the end, I was like, I give up. Petition. It was back when GMs were actually in the game. So doing help, I'm stuck. Usually you got an answer quite quickly. I think it was an ARC anyway. Back when ARCs used to be able to help people get out of stuff. Where am I going? Memorial over this way. Okay. Yeah, it's like getting stuck on Rubicon. Using Beacon Warp is a better idea. Or if there's a fixer handy. and it's outdoors, team with them, and they can meep you out. Yeah, beacon warp is a lot easier on Rubicar than it is in Shadowlands, that's the only thing. Right, this is the one I should have gone to. Like 20 minutes ago. Oh, God. Before we started running the other way. Before we fell off. Dear me. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. Yeah, the launcher not seeing dedicated graphics is a kind of a thing with laptops, really. That laptops that could do that were very different back in the day this game was made. And most laptops, you'd have had to have had like the highest of high-end laptops in order to run the game on it back then. I mean, they were still selling monochrome laptops hand over fist back then. We were, you know, so yeah. Have you got a ticket number, Crash Core? If you've got a ticket number for payment issues, you can message Andy B, who is online at the moment on the Discord, and ask him, please, yeah, if you've got the ticket number, message Andy directly and say, hi, I have whatever the issue is with your payment, like it's taken the money but you can't log in, or what, you know, whatever it is. Message him with it on Discord and saying, this is my ticket number. Any chance you could maybe take a look at this for me? And most times... Ooh, hello, Mr. Heckler. And most times he can actually fix it for you. It's not his job to do so, but he can. On simple stuff like that, he can usually get it fixed. So I would at least try that. Yep, find the one that we went to last time before we went on our magical long journey. Where the hell am I going? Over here somewhere. Which Discord? The official one that is named on the launcher whenever you come in. Copy, and there you go. On the game launcher, when you launch the game, there's a link to that server. I'd installed Discord anyway. The Discord has sort of replaced the forums for getting assistance and asking questions and whatnot. And of course, all the smack talk is over there as well now. Because of course it is. Will I make the jump? I will from here, I think. Yeah, Andy B is a customer service guy, but he is really helpful where he can be helpful. I did mention this on the forums, and someone wrote it was actually a really well worded, thoroughly thought out, like 3-paragraph response saying, do not ask Andy B that. It's not in his job description. He doesn't have the authority. You are completely wrong. I didn't say a word about it because it's like, you've written such a concise and well-written post. I really don't want to criticise that you're categorically wrong. So I just left it. I think Andy B eventually came along and said, yeah, sure, message me on Discord. I can probably fix it for you. But the guy had written like a really well put together post, and it was like, I respect the post. It's so well written. It's just categorically wrong. But hey, there you go. Finally, this is a stone. Hello. How's it doing? Everything's okay then? Can I leave? Goodbye. Right, and now we return to the guy we want. All the way south again. Yes, Penumbra quests are a pain in the bottom. I'm not doing it twice. Well, let's face it, I probably am, but not intentionally. Might as well make it slightly easier for myself rather than harder, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's not be silly now. But yeah, the Discord, I mean, originally you could ask on the forums, wait a few days, you'd get someone would post the answer to your question, but now you can go on the Discord, there's like new player help, general, you know, 1,000,001 sections. You can go on there and say, I mean, this happening, anyone got an idea? And within seconds, someone will answer it. So it has sort of, in a lot of ways, it has sort of replaced the forums, which are still there, but sadly, the forums got moved and the old forums were not, with all their absolute gargantuan encyclopedic bunch of posts about how to fix things and all the rest of it, didn't get moved with them. So there's a lot of missing information on the new forums that you can't search. The old forums still exist, and if you use Google, it will usually try and find the answer from there. Okay, scary thing over there. I has a feeling I've come the wrong way. I do not want to be messing with those. Oh, good God, I'm going to die. I should... Yep, this was not the right way to come, was it? Pay attention to what you're doing. So that's what she said, yes. get that on a t-shirt. I think I'll have a rebuff and make a fresh cup of tea, I think. Recaffeinate. Get a bunch of buffs and then head back. I'll show myself out. No, that's fine. No, dad jokes are fine. You're not actually offending anyone. Certainly not offending me. Alright, de-resed. I'll get my coat. Yeah, it's my own fault. I look over at the monitor, read what people are typing and stuff, and then start thinking about the answers they need. And sure enough, you know, meanwhile, my character's still running, and I look back and go, I'm going this way. And I'm not. I'm really, really not meant to be going that way, you know? It never ends well. Yeah, that's the thing. I had a ghost on the server after one of the alien events. I could not log that character in. All my other characters were fine, but that one I couldn't log in. Well, I could log in, but I couldn't use the grid. Couldn't go to ICC. Bunch of other places. It would not let me go anywhere near them. So I raised a ticket and all that, and then mentioned it to Andy B, and he goes, update it as stuck in geometry, because technically you are, and it's okay to put it as that, and then just log off. So I logged off, and then within, you know, it was like a day and a half, and because it did happen on a Sunday, of course, when I realised what was going on. And within a few hours on the Monday, I logged in, and my character, I'd logged them off over here, where I normally do. When I logged back in, they were over there, near the grid. So obviously a GM had accessed the account and fixed it, and then tested it by going into the grid and that, and then come back. Any answers to the UI scaling issues? Not really. I'd like to switch from full screen to windowed rather often, especially when I'm watching a stream, but my UI is always messed up when I do. That I don't know, because I don't really do any UI scaling fixes. I just run at 1440p borderless full screen, mainly because it gets all bent out of shape if I don't. Like, literally, you get like a squished character. It's very weird. Right, I'm going to bump log and buff. You go from 1080p window to 2K full screen. Can you not play it? Just play it 2K, because that's what I'm doing. The stream is at 1080p, but that's just because of how Twitch is. Okay, that's one client queued up. Let's get another one. Your UI shifts all the way right. That is... Yeah, just play it 2K then. Like I do. 2K full screen borderless. And if you're on the old engine, then you just need to use either DG Voodoo or AOIA, Anarchy Online Item Assistant, and that's got a fix for the resolution so you can run it at 2K. Oh no, let's go even quicker. Log in. Mysticals. Do the hard thing. Yeah, just run it at 2K. You can see a lot more of the game at 2K. Definitely see more game. I mean, if I go down to 1080, like I had 1080p. See the inventory window that's open here? It's like over here. When you go to 2K, you'll suddenly see all this is over and across near the middle of the screen. Yeah, just run it at 2K borderless window. If you follow the little guide I made, tweaking the new engine for 2020, I do one thing like assign the client to a different executable using DG Voodoo, which does help quite a bit for stability and frames per second, etc. I mean, if I... Hang on. I'll just bring up the launcher and show it to you if I can. Yeah, so all you got to do is... I mean, I just typed it in, but run in window, borderless. I have that off. Anisotropic all the way up. Nothing else fancy except because I've got two monitors, it has to be this one.
Death is only the beginning.
Whoa! Death is only the beginning. Thank you very much for the $50 donation from Daylights97. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. But yes, anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, full screen borderless. You can tab in and out a game and everything else. I got to try DG Voodoo. I need a link. I literally have it in the video, I think. Let me see if I can find the video. DG Voodoo to Anarchy on... Oh, thank you, Google. Go away, advert. Get some more sound panels or take Mrs. Callis out for a meal. There you go. There should be a link for that. Yeah, you just literally Google DG Voodoo 2 and you'll find it. But this is sort of like a how to actually install it and all the rest of it. And I did it again, like a more in-depth thing, explaining it to Savik one night on a stream. I actually redid the whole thing just to show her how to set it up. She quite likes it. I mean, I can show you the FPF diff. If I log to the old client now, which I can, I'll do it now and show you DG Voodoo running on the old engine. It also means you can run at whatever resolution you like, but your FPS goes through the roof. I was going to get a drink, wasn't I? I will get water while I think about it. I've got new jeans. Can't see them. What is DG Voodoo? Okay, let's cancel out DG Voodoo. I'm going to start the vanilla client now. Means I can run at any resolution you like. No, DSR does that, running 4K on a 1080. You've always been able to do that. That's a feature of NVIDIA cards. I think AMD has some version of it. Okay, this is DG Voodoo with... Oh, God. I'm putting the link to the video in there. So we're back to the vanilla engine. Yes, I will get some more acoustic panels, unless, you know, Mrs. Callis 2 wants a treat. Right, so you got to remember I'm losing some performance because I'm streaming, but there you go. If I look at something a bit quiet, you can see there like 185, 190 frames a second. It's kind of cool. So internally, though, the game is rendering like 100 or whatever it's running, but because it's going through. Now, you can see there. Can you guys read that? At the bottom there, next to the frame counter, it says DX11. Even though the game is sort of DX8, really. But when you're playing, it feels really, really tack sharp. Really fast. It's hard to explain, but yeah, it's really nice. I didn't get Hack and Quack, which would have been one of the more useful ones to get, but oh hey. Let's get on with it. Now, it does allow you to then use anti-aliasing via reshade or whatever else, which again improves the look of the game as well. So this is the vanilla engine, but running through DG Voodoo. There's some issues with it here and there, like the map gets a few lines on it and stuff, and some of your icons can look odd when they're active. But apart from that, it's well worth it just to have, you know, like you're doing a raid in the middle of Sector 42, and there's, you know, like 100 and, you know, like 90 people all stomping their way through. It is a lot easier to see what the hell is going on when you're getting double frame rate, and you sort of, it feels very, very sharp and precise, like a pin. There's none of that sort of syrupy, like you move your mouse and then the game reacts. It's like slightest twitch of your hand and the game is reacting to it straight away. It's something you feel more than I can show you visibly, if you know what I mean. See there, like 160 odd. It varies, as it's doing whatever it's doing. And of course, no VSync. If you put VSync on in AO, it'll just make the mouse and the camera movement feel very sort of syrupy, very... you get that kind of mouse smoothing effect, and it just doesn't feel connected in quite the same way. Feels like it's, that it's running slowly on your system. You get it in a lot of games because it's got mouse smoothing on by default, and you can just turn it off by editing an ini file. It kind of works in that respect. All right, have I got the Aqua Ring on? I do. But I think the game looks much more bland without, on the old engine than it does on the new. Just a personal thing, but... You do get the underwater effect here, but you don't get the reflective surface. Yeah, DSR. If you go to, right-click your desktop, select NVIDIA control panel, and then set on 3D settings. About halfway down, you'll see DSR. Enable it, and then you've got to drop down for DSR factors. I did make a video on using DSR for Anarchy Online. German microwave. You know what's fun? Trying to kill Got and having a toon with 5 pocket MPs try to steal him. Oh dear. I mean, I don't get why, because the Guardian tank armor isn't a lot of use on an MP anyway. Be better off with an Alebs at that sort of level. Get the upgraded Naleb's cloak. That's much more useful, on an MP. Oh, soldier with 5 bot MPs. Jesus wept. This is it. People just don't want to play this game, do they? They just want it. When you're doing things like that, are you really playing this game anymore? It doesn't kind of sound like you are, does it? When you mind you make your soldier better, put a better weapon on them, twink them a bit, put some bigger implants in. No, I'll just have 5 MPs and go blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't. I do not see the appeal of playing that way. Yeah, I can understand, like you say, doing content you can't do without a group. Make friends and do it with a group. Another challenge for you. Yeah, Buff Monkey account. It's always good to do. Make friends. Yeah, it's an MMO. You're supposed to form friendships and play with other people. It's a crazy idea. I know, but it's one of these crazy ideas they have when they build MMOs. What's this friends thing? Do you know what the most overpowered weapon in Anarchy Online is? Friends. It is. I'm not wrong. Doing something you can't do without a group. Me having conversations with imaginary beings alone. Oh my god, it's dark. Managed to ninja buff, but the nub without him even noticing it. I did. You, when? Oh, yeah, you did. You did ninja buff without me noticing it. Hack and quack is useful. I got to run away from the big scary mobs for longer before dying. No, it is. It's bloody useful. Yeah, this is kind of dark, isn't it? Hang on. I can add a filter via thing. There you go. Artificially brightened it for you. It's easier to do on the new engine because the sliders are in-game, but I can do it via Streamlabs as well. Also love how the names are different. Not hot rank 1, 2, 3, 4. I did it when, I don't know. You did it, Vulpu executes Dr. Hack and Quack in your NCU. Just before I got to Penumbra. Or something. You were behind me, were you? Okay. I'm being a nub. Yeah, so I'm like 100 plus frames a second just running through here on the old engine. But I think, if there was no other option, I would use the old engine. It's just that the new engine's prettier, and I like it being prettier. You know, it's pretty simple, really. I'm not overthinking it. It's not as stable, yes. It doesn't give the same FPS. This is true, but it looks better. And I just kind of like the real shadows. It just makes the game feel more real somehow. More immersive, there's that word. That word we all love to hate. But it does. It does make it more immersive. It makes it feel more like you're there, you know? Steady 168. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? DG Voodoo just unlocks any artificial limits. You can see there that the GPU's at 50%, and you've got to remember I'm also encoding the stream with NVENC. So I'm using whatever percentage of the GPU just to send the game. Immersive, that's what they say about Fallout 76. It's not immersive, it's a mess. It's better than when it launched, but it's still bloody terrible. Isn't the guy I want down here? Finally. That was like 3 times longer than it needed to be to get back to this guy. Everything seems fine. Anyone else I could help? Shivering Pete. At this point, I will require a volunteer while I go deal with Two-Hand Mahoney. Now, you can use DG Voodoo with the new engine, but it doesn't actually seem to help at all. In fact, if anything, it makes it worse. There you are, book 4 as well. And there you go, the complete spec 4 ready to hand in, which is really kind of cool. Immersive started back in sort of like 2011, 2012 when Gopher made a mod he called Immersive HUD, which is a HUD that disappears when it's not in use for Skyrim and a bunch of other games. I think. There was another guy that came up with Immersive something as a mod, but I don't think it was a real word at the time. I'm just going to turn off the filter I added. So turn the brightness up and just turning the brightness back down. There we go. Logging back in on the new engine. So it's been translated. It's a very popular phrase on... you're on your way to Mr. Baloney. Okay, thank you very much. See how much different it looks now. Now you see people see the new engine, but they haven't played for like 10 years or more, and so they see it and go, it doesn't look any different. Because their memory isn't like a perfect, it's not like an eidetic memory, unless it actually is. And they see it and go, it doesn't look that different. God almighty, is that it? Because the textures are actually the same. But when you see them side by side, then you do see the difference quite clearly. But I think most of the time you do need to kind of see it side by side in order to get it, Right, I've got to talk to do the Shivering Pete dialogue first. Hopefully it won't take too long. I'm going to put these away because I can't combine them yet to make the defrosting tool. They're just taking up space, and Cocoon Terminator, done that daily, so I don't need it anymore. If I get it again, I will just get a new one. I'll have some coffee, because that's a bit faster. Kalumis, no difference on Penumbra's winter. Yeah, God rays, textured ground. Luminosity, the blue glow coming out of the ice crystals. Quite a big difference if you go AV. It's pretty big. Especially when you turn on ray tracing and stuff, and then you've got ambient occlusion as well. The hell am I? Where's the demons? And how did I get down here? Never mind. North is not the way I want to go. I want to go south and across. If you go with crap, wise by calm the mobs there, because it will be chaos. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you can't turn winter off, but you can definitely see a difference in the snow textures and stuff like that, because they're bumped. You don't get any bump mapping on the old engine, you do on the new. We could run the gauntlet and get through, I would say. As long as I remember where the hell I'm going. I know where I am again now. Only need to kill 2-time Mahoney. I'm not really bothered about much else. Getting in there would be kind of cool. Crap would be useful. You just calm all the ads, so I can actually get there easily and talk to him, but you can do it without. It's just more difficult. And I'll cut through the tube. Yeah, just bring your shade or whatever, wise guy. That'll be cool. Oh, stupid bloody ramp that isn't a ramp. Looks like a ramp, isn't a ramp. You're at 2-time Mahoney, are you? Okay. I will find my way there. What's your tune? Which one are you on? Are you on LFT or are you not? Man, I wanted to start playing again, but had some issues resetting my passwords due to having bad memory and like 10 different accounts from Secret World Conan, and now I think they're locked or something. If you enter the wrong password 3 times, it will lock you out of your account for 24 hours. If you know the email that's associated with your account, try sending a petition, raise a ticket on the site, and then contact Andy B about it. I don't know how much he can help you with that, but Carlos, hot tub and super fun time, #1 stream. Okay. I invite you to team. Right, I'm going to run through. Sorry, little guy waiting at the entrance. Hopefully they're not going to chase you too much. These aren't too bad. I was running past some of the diner stuff on before. How the hell I ended up going down that path? No wonder I died. Those things can hit you at 220. Hey, my dudes. I'm friendly. For now. When they were designing these, they were like, totally not evil. Half of them look like zombified creatures. Opened a ticket last week. If you've got a ticket number, if you hit Andy B up on the Discord server, I think he's still there. That's the Discord server, the official Anarchy Online Discord server. Yep, he's still online. You could DM him with a message saying, I'm having, describe the issue. Here's your ticket number. Can you do anything to help me at all? Or, give me some pointers how to sort of resolve this. Because he's got a better understanding of the inner workings of the account system and stuff than any of us do. Obviously, he's not going to tell you everything because he's not going to tell you everything. So, yeah. My years of playing AO, I never knew you could transverse the pipe into the other side of pen. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Will you help? Of course I will, because I want to finish this quest tonight, even though I've probably wasted a good hour. Where's the shovel? Where's my shovel? You're supposed to give me a shovel, aren't you? Or have I got to talk to two-time Mahoney? No, two-time first, then the shovel. Okay. Gonna try doing resets after work tonight if there's like a 24-hour lock. Yeah, it's a protection thing. If you get your password wrong 3 times, it auto assumes someone's trying to hack the account. So if you come in again from the same IP, it just blocks it. But I know what you mean, remembering passwords and stuff. Need to sort of note, especially these days, we come up with very complicated 12-letter ones with symbols, capitals and numbers. Pretty hard to remember. Yeah, the pipe and Sheol Sanctuary. Yeah, I can imagine. You can't remember it. There are apps you can get to help with remembering stuff. Somebody has been doing the calming very thoroughly, I might add. I'm guessing Vulpu logged a crap or something. Somebody somewhere, Mez Monster from Wayland Yutani, has been mezzing all the things. Wasn't you? Was that someone you know, wise guy? It was someone from Wayland Yutani, anyway. I almost feel sorry for two-time Mahoney. I am, however, going to run away, because Omnitech detonators. Thank you for choosing Omnitech detonators. I think I've said it every time I've come and done this, but it always reminds me of a movie called Dark Star. It wasn't me. Warp him. Yes. That's what rage is for. Detonation droid commencing detonation in T-15. Run away! I should have half of it there. I do! Awesome. Thank you very much for the assistance. I think I can do the dig part of it myself, I think. Who is this? Mez Monster. It could have been just coincidentally he's here helping someone else. And we've just come in and killed two-time Mahoney and he's running his ult here. I don't know. Hopefully not. Because that would be bad. Thank you for choosing Omnitech detonators. It's just the perfect line, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you for... It reminds me a little bit of Red Dwarf as well. You know, some of the appliances, they gave them little computerized voices as well, like the toaster and the food dispensers. You know, the fish of the day is trout a la creme. Enjoy your meal. Fish! The fish of the day is trout a la creme. Please enjoy your meal. It's just like repeating the same line. And then Cat ends up with like 16 servings of fish. And he just goes, please enjoy your meal. And he just goes, I will. It's classic. Yes, Omnitech detonators, the best detonators when you want to blow yourself up. There's quite a bit of dark humour in Anarchy Online as well. It's understated and it's just there for you to get the joke or not, you know? Yes, I got the thing, do you want it? There you go. And for some reason gives it me straight back. 169, dude. Right, let's go get the drum of treasure, which is actually not as hard as you think once you know where it is and how to get to it, he said, before failing to do either. You've only got to click the shovel when you see the thing come up in your NCU. You see like an aura come over you, like a nano effect. As soon as you spot it, you just click the shovel and then start running. It's usually somewhere around here. I think it says something like a good place to dig. Isn't it near this tree somewheres? There's a marker that's quite accurate. Is it this tree? I think that's it. No? Ah, there you go. Yeah, there's the drum. Run away! Couldn't remember exactly which tree, I just knew it was one of them. At that level he'll attack you. Oh god, yeah. If you do this later on for the XP, etc., it's really quite easy. Enzleric Gratz, thank you very much. Only 20 more levels to go before I can spend IP in anything useful again. But at least then you've got a ton of IP to spend, which is also quite good. This is the grindy part of the game. I think more grindy than any other part of the game. 150 to 200 is always the worst. I found the tube. He wants that and his shovel, which I wish you could keep, but you can't. There you go. I'll finish some research there. What was that? Kneecapping 6 is done. Yay, another 30 to one hand edge and one hand blunt. Oh well. What's next? What tale would that be? What do you make of it all? Right, got the quest. Goodbye! Right, Danny Sawyer and a lot of running. There's no getting around it. Danny Sawyer sends you miles. There's some killing to do as well, I think. Yeah, you do the killing part first, I think, and then he sends you off on the big running, pretty much the whole length of the map. Go all the way north, talk to this NPC. Once you've done that, that NPC will send you all the way south past where Danny Sawyer is, get the thing from there, run all the way back to the one in the north again, then take it back to Danny Sawyer again. Then it's a lapper. For which we will need a team, ideally. Danny Sawyer. Are you Danny Sawyer? Danny Sawyer, oh, man with Danny Sawyer above your head. I'm Krifkal. Shivering Pete sent me. I hate all the fetching and running. It's only the only place it's worse is Sheol. Right, go kill stuff time. Which is on the other side of the map. Mostly. Kill 5 white dryads, yeah. I can do it, I think. I can kill those dudes. I was killing mobs like them, like Demon Water for doges, but it's a bit hit and miss. Wait there a bit, please. Are you just going to go and do it while I stand here? Because it'll be quicker. Okay then. I am not going to argue. Yeah, 5 white dryads, 4 demons of shadow, 3 frost demons, and then return. They're all in the exact same place, so, you know. Plaque. Okay, I'm joining team with Plaque. Or Fack. You tricked me. You made me do a swear. That is Engineer. With the D-Shark? You're anchoring you there. Ah, I see. Clever. Is it? Have you put a D-Shark on him? You did put a D-Shark on him. Nice. I need to know what you... Yeah, we'll run through then. That's going to be the easy option. If we do it that way. Now, if we run through the tube, we pretty much come out on top of the mobs we want. Okay, the game is way better on 2K borderless. Just need to redo my UI for each toon. Remember to log out. So it doesn't forget them all. I'm glad that worked out for you, German microwave. That is definitely the way I prefer to play. Native always looks better than rescaled no matter what you do. Yeah, run through. They're all on the opposite side, so... Quick way there, just run straight through the middle again. Instead of going all the way south and come back north again. All the mobs are pretty much clustered in the one spot, so... You're very welcome, German microwave. Yes, I am paranoid about that bit of geometry. You have not been stuck there for an hour trying to get out. Nyong. Running as fast as we can. Yeah, they're probably all grey to you, so they're not going to aggro, are they? I mean, you can go up top, run over the ramps, but by the time you've faffed around doing it, you could have just run through anyway. Yeah, I can't put into base abilities there. Max for breed until 201, I think. And then a bunch of other crap. I can't max either. If you come down here, it has lost you already. Right, first one we want is white dryads, which are up in the middle of this next sort of frozen lake area. There's also a bunch of them down south as well, but we can kind of get the whole thing done over here. I'm running in such a way as to try not to pull them all on top of myself. They're quite a good drop for doges as well, Demons of Water. Should check them while we're here killing them later. And white dryads are to the north, I think, from memory. They're not marked on the map, but they are there. White dryad, prepared to die. Right, 5 of these dudes. And the full auto kicks in and the health just vanishes on them. Right, 2 more of these dudes and then on to the next one. I don't know if they're deliberately all here. You run away from me. You won't outrun the chicken, mate. Okay, now Demons of Water. There's plenty of them over here, and they can drop doges, so I can tank the frost demons with all your buffs running as well. It seems to be alright if I hit them first. They hang around. And I can outrun them as well. Okay, that's those done. Frost demons, the greyer ones. Kitey McKiteface. See if I can get them to ball up. Still got it. Slightly more run speed would be easier. Return to Danny Sawyer. Might as well kill that one just in case he drops a doja. Then I can hand it in tomorrow. Not. Back to Danny Sawyer. You're going to do the beacon thing. South and down is faster. Where are you going? The tube is south. It's definitely quicker south. I mean, you're going to outrun me whatever I do, but I'm running a much shorter distance because the next way through up there is way up to the north. Gotta feel slow. Don't zoom out so much, it makes you feel even slower than you are. I bet he's going to get back before me and warp me before I make it back. It's a game on now. I would definitely say this is a shorter run though, because when you run north, you've then got to run all the way south again. Whereas here, you're not running nearly as far. See, I'm east-west. I'm in the right vicinity already, so now I've just got to cut through. So it is quicker. Even with my limited run speed and ability to run into immovable objects. Yeah, what you'll find is, by the way, Jim and Microwave, is you can make all your chat bars bigger. I would suggest whatever font you use, making it, the chat font, set it to 20. It looks really good then. Seems to balance out for 2K better than 16 or 18 or whatever. 20 seems to sort of settle nicely. It is quicker. Okay. Twenty's also good for old eyes. You're dead right. It definitely is. I don't have the visual acuity I used to have. I think I'm down to 20/20. Used to be like 40/20 or whatever it was. So at 40 meters I could see, or 40 feet I could see as well as most people see at 20, but now I think I'm back down to 20. And because I'm used to being able to see better than that, it's like effort. Older eyes. My eyes are dim, my knees are knackered. Whatever the rest of the line is. Comes to us all. There's nothing you can do about it, really. Best thing you can do is live right, stay healthy, It still won't stop it happening, but it just, built-in obsolescence. Yeah, he beat me. I knew he would. He's probably got double my run speed, though. I am back from the hunt. Sure, I have nothing better to do. Goodbye! Right, and now I run all the way north. Because reasons. Die young. That's the only way you won't get old. Pretty much, yeah, and I'd rather get old. My favourite decade was my 30s. But I'm still quite happy to be around now. crucifixion. Oh, well, at least it gets you out in the fresh air. Yeah. Life of Brian. Just to make sure nobody get upset about it. It's The Life of Brian. It's a movie. It's Monty Python. It's a commentary on the social constructs within religions of all types. Yada yada. We've already had massive discussions about whether or not it's taking the mickey out of Jesus or not. And they didn't half get some stick for it, but it never was. The defining scene of the movie is when they're chasing poor old Brian, going, he's the Messiah, and he's going, no, I'm not. And they're going, only the true Messiah would say that. And then he falls in a hole, loses a shoe. And all the way behind him, they're doing things like picking up the shoe and going, the shoe is a sign. Follow the... And just people just create whatever around nothing, you know. It just shows you how all that confusion causes all the problems. Because people just want to believe what they want to believe. I mean, it's very well observed in places, that movie. Blackadder's on Netflix and everywhere, isn't it? That's the thing. The first season of Blackadder, they didn't really know what they were doing with the character, and it's not as good. It's okay, but the Blackadder character isn't quite right. He's closer to Mr. Bean than he is to the real Blackadder that we know and love. Someone with 20th century cynicism, living in the Middle Ages or whatever. But by the second season, they changed writers. They got Ben Elton in and loads of other people, and it really, that's when it coalesces into the comedy that it is. And the amount of people I know that have seen it for the first time going, oh, I didn't know House could do a British accent. Like, he's not doing a British accent, he is British. He's in House, he does an American accent. And people are like, what? It's like, yeah. Conversely, when I first heard Peter Dinklage talking in Game of Thrones, I thought, oh, I didn't know Peter Dinklage was British. No, he's brilliant. His English-sounding accent is really, really good. Plus, Peter Dinklage has got such an amazing voice anyway. He's a brilliant actor. He really is something else. You know, not many people of his stature get to play dramatic roles like that. They really don't, you know. Hollywood and the movie makers don't give him that chance, but yeah, he's brilliant. He was the one character in Game of Thrones where I went, if you kill him off, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm, you know, you can kill any of the others, but don't you dare kill him off. He's such a brilliant character, though. He's very much the side of us that we keep in check, almost. Brilliantly written. But if you do watch Game of Thrones, probably quit watching around season 7. I wouldn't bother with the last one. It just... Nah. It's not based on the books, and it's just not... it's just not as good as the material they based on the books, because the author, you know, has these characters in his mind's eye, and he knows them, and he knows what they will and won't do, you know. Well, the thing is, the books haven't ended. He just hasn't written the final books yet. So because they could have just stopped where the books ended and said to be continued, but they chose to try and write their own ending, and it was, I hate to say it, but it was dog shit. It was terrible. Sorry, I don't swear often, but season 8 was just BS. Yeah, cat shit. It was terrible. No disrespect to them for trying, but, you know, you try to fix dinner, you set fire to the kitchen. It's just, nah. You missed. Hitting a miss. Danny Sawyer sent me to pick up a book, which you don't want me to do, but you want me to run to the opposite end of the map. Calling taxi for Kalos. Well, HBO gets it wrong a lot, don't they? HBO definitely gets it wrong a lot. +13 seasons to resolve the story. Yeah, exactly. It was way too complex to end it the way they did. They shafted themselves with it. And the whole battle at night thing they did. Thanks a lot, dude. That saved hours of bloody time. They filmed it in HDR. And it's like, okay, great. Not everyone can watch it in HDR. And do you know what happens when you stream stuff that's in HDR in your system and TV or not? It crushes all the black, so you can't see anything. So most of the people that watched it were like, I can't see a damn thing. What's going on? The Wheel of Time releases on Prime in November. Is that another one of his books? Because I'd never heard of his books until the show started. It was a bit like Vikings. The first... and it was brilliant right up until they killed off Ragnar. And then it kind of nosedived. It's 15 book. Robert Jordan, 15 books. Okay. Let's have a look on the floor down here. No, I don't think he's down here. Yeah, the first, up to when did he kill him off? It was like season 4, end of season 4, beginning of season 5, they kill him off. And as much as I like the other characters, they're just not as good. I'm sorry. They're just, It is down there. You saw it. Okay. Is it a tiny box? Yeah, you're right. Right, now I've got to run north. This is where you want 2 engineers, isn't it? So you can get warped from one end of the map to the other end of the map. All we got to do is remember the way out. This ain't it. Was it the other end of that bridge? No. This way, I think. Yeah, the first few seasons of Vikings was amazing. But much as I liked some of the characters as well, like Ivor the Boneless, and that was an interesting character. He was very dark and very scary. And I liked some of the characters' kind of resolutions and stuff, but also a lot of it was just nah. And low-key kind of like in love with Ragnar's missus. The actress that plays her is pretty awesome. Didn't think about the second Engi. Yeah, really making it quick. We'll try and speedrun this quest one day. Get set up with a bunch of engineers. Like one at each statue and all the memorial takers. There's another Engi waiting. Can't have that many people in team though. Oh yes, you can. You can. Well, 5 of them at least. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have enough people to go do a lapper. So if the team suffers any change, the anchoring points are done. Yeah. That's what's so good about the Rubicar beacon. As long as you're in team, woof, you're transported. It's cool. We can do a lapper with 2 people. Nah, we'll try and get Savick on. She likes doing a lapper. She says she doesn't, but she loves it really. I know she's skulked off at some point during the stream. Probably when we got to Savick's Buble bath time. We'll do a lapper on Wednesday, I think. Probably be better. I soloed a lapper on Shade and Fixer. I've done that before. It was like real tense. The last part, you know, walking back with the scientist's daughter was like, oh my god, stress. But it worked, you know. Yeah, something people have to learn when they start recording even game videos and stuff is they, you know, go, oh, well, we'll record in, you know, full colour range or whatever instead of partial, but they're recording in H.264, so the files are absolutely enormous. And the editing's really laggy and horrible, and then they broadcast it on Twitch and on YouTube, and it gets converted to partial because of course it does, and it crushes the black, so it just, yeah, can't see a damn thing. Soldier does really nice with grenade proc. Yes, it does. The only hard part of a lapper really at a certain point, once your tune is strong enough, is keeping the person walking back alive. Because they will pick a fight with everything in there. And you can't directly heal them except with a heal pet. Then you can. Ridiculous lighting. Yeah, an Emph and they just keep the aggro off, basically, yeah. Yeah, I've done that raid and we failed to keep her alive, and it just wipes the entire raid and resets the playfield. So you're like, oh my god, we're dead. Very, very deaded. There's no hope, you know. I think when I hand the book to Danny Sawyer, we'll be at the 170, I think. I don't think I can cast the nano you get from this anyway. Not yet, anyway. Hello there. Right, I have the jar for you. Doesn't look like a jar, looks like an urn. Oh, close. There you go. Taxi, please. Ugh. I don't know how long it takes to cast, but it's like, you think nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden, it is. Two 25 seconds. Nice. It's a lot faster than running back. I got you the book. It's quite good if you read the book. Tip 1000. There's only one more. There's only one more tip after this one, and this is devoted to that tip. If you haven't followed anything else in this book, follow the next tip, and this one as tips. I'm telling you to listen to that tip, and if you ignored it, then you'd ignore tip 1001, and that'd make all of this pointless. Tip 1001 is the book stops there. The page has been torn out. The Earl Grey part, yeah, it's quite good. You also get this very handy-dandy little item here, the tattered book, which has got a lot of interesting stuff to read, but also does sense and stamina in HUD slots and can be extremely useful when you're trying to get into betas and alphas. Yay, 170. Can I get another bone crusher? There we go. I wonder, would I be able to use another NCU extension? Not that that would probably do it, but get 150 and then 190. Nope. And he's got to do his dialogue, but I'll pick up the mission. That was some serious swagger walk those mobs do. Oh yeah. Anticipating 6. Who's that? That's it, just a lapper to do now. Enzleric, I'm off for tonight. See you later. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming back after work and all the rest of it. Do enjoy the rest of your evening, Enzleric, as I say to all of you, to enjoy the rest of your evening as well. I am going to call it a night for tonight, I think. We're going to end by trying to find somebody else streaming Anarchy and going and raiding them, because of course we are. Let's have a look. Yes, Twitch, I know I am. Okay, there's me. Non-Destruct2 is streaming Anarchy Online. Okay, well, I choose you. Right, okay, so, raid. Is he actually there or is he AFK? He could be AFK. Playing music with a couple of tunes dancing in ICC. Okay, maybe not that. Someone who's talking? Someone who's on a microphone? Chaification is offline, so can't raid him. Who else do I know? Does anyone have a streamer they watch as well? We go find them, we go raid them. Go for it? No. No one else streaming, it looks like, at the moment. Unless they're streaming not Anarchy. Let's have a look. Zorg, good night, everybody. Who's on? GOG, GOG... Nobody I know is streaming Anarchy at the moment, unfortunately. I mean, I can go to Knock Destructo, but it seems like he's AFK at the moment. Do you want to go there? Or is there somewhere else you'd want to go? What do we think, guys? No? Nobody's sure. All right, well, we'll just leave it. It's okay. And I'll just say thank you all for coming along. I will be back on Wednesday, so I will see you then, hopefully. And I'll just say bye for now. So, bye for now.